This is Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell. You listen to the XY show, and I think you'll really enjoy it. If you don't, oh well.
The opinions expressed on the X and Y show are the sole opinions of the host. Please note, there is no intentional desire to offend any member of the listening audience. With that said, if you still feel offended, tough shit.
It's time for the X and Y show with your host, Mr. Roosevelt. He talks about man topics, lady topics, and relationships. He talks about love, sex, and infidelities. He even gives good tips. There is no other show that compares to the X and Y show.
Oh yeah. Sit back, take your clothes off, and relax. It's time for the X and Y show, where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. The only place on the planet that tackles the topics that everyone wants to talk about, but no one is brave enough to address. Nothing escapes X and Y, baby. Now, here's your host, Roosevelt Colbert.
And greetings. How you doing? Welcome to another segment of the XY Show, and I'm your host, Roosevelt. Well, I released this episode a little late. I was supposed to do it last night, but I got caught up in doing something else, and I'm glad I did because, as you all know, what happened on the Oscars, and I'm going to talk about it because everybody else talking about it. So I'm going to give my twist. And you know, my twist is the real twist, because my shit is unplugged, and I don't have to worry about anyone censoring me and worrying about what I say, because I don't give a fuck. But I'm gonna get my twist on it. If you don't agree with it, I don't give a fuck. But I didn't. First of all, if you haven't known by now, there was an incident on the Oscars last night. Will Smith, he assaulted Chris Rock. He slapped him in the face. Now, I didn't know because I haven't watched the Oscars since 90. I'm serious. I haven't watched that shit because it's a joke. But so I didn't know, but I kept getting all these phone calls and all of these texts. Did you see that? Was that a skit? All this shit. So, I went to YouTube and someone posted it already. YouTube, it don't take that long. So, but I seen the censored version on YouTube. So I really, and the censored version, I mean like the American version where they were silencing certain parts because Will Smith was saying profanity. So, I found a Japanese version, and it was the whole version. It was the entire version. And then it was Australian. I mean, it's all over the place. So, little premise. Basically, Chris Rock was doing his monologue, and he made a joke about Jada Pinkett. Hair. She has low hairstyle. She cut her hair off because she has autoimmune disease, which causes her to lose her hair. I didn't know that until yesterday, because really I don't follow celebrities like that. I don't give a fuck about their lives. They're not gods, so I don't give a fuck what they're doing, what kind of food they eat, and all that kind of shit. So I didn't know. I don't know if Chris Rock knew or not. Maybe he did, maybe he didn't. But he made a joke about Jada Pinkett's hair, which is very short. And if you're familiar with the movie G.I. Jane, Demi Moore played in it, and she had to cut her hair off because she was in Naval SEAL training. So Chris Rock alluded that, he couldn't wait to G.I. Joe 2. And he can't wait to see it. And I'm sorry, that shit was funny to me. I'm sorry. That shit was funny. But anyway, let me stay on course. So when he said that joke, and I'm looking at the YouTube video and stuff, first, Will Smith was laughing. And then, you saw Jada's face, obviously she didn't like it. And she looked at Will like, motherfucker, it's like it was implied. Like, motherfucker, you think that's funny? So then this motherfucker gets up out of his seat, goes on stage, and slap Chris Rock in the face. And there's a lot of emotions that went through me when I saw this. It was embarrassment. It was embarrassment for Chris Rock. It was embarrassment for Will Smith punk ass. And it was embarrassment for black men as a whole. And it was anger. Will Smith is, I'm going to go ahead and say it. He's a coward, because if it would have been, I could name 5 comedians. If they would have said that same joke, Will Smith wouldn't have taken his ass on that stage because he would know that he would have got his ass stomped. So, he's a real big, tough guy going to attack probably one of the weakest people in Hollywood. The show is, manhood or whatever, that he's defending his woman, and he slaps Chris Rock. That's a bully. That's a bully. And I'm going to tell you something. If he would have slapped me well, first of all, he wouldn't have, I don't know what did Chris Rock grow up? Because a motherfucker walking towards me after I've been cracking jokes, you supposed to be on yellow alert at least, like Star Trek, the Star Trek reference, your shield's supposed to be up at least, you're supposed to be at least a little ready, maybe even red alert, shit. But he was up there, shields down. Will came up there and slapped him, and that was like this motherfucker really slapped a grown man on national television? What a weak motherfucker. And at first I was like, damn, that's fucked up. That's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed for Chris, embarrassed for Will punk ass. And then I was angry. Like, you show your manhood by slapping Chris Rock? Really? And then all this bullshit, everybody's talking about, well, he was defending his wife. He should defend his wife. That's bullshit. Chris Rock is a comedian. He's a comedian. No one is exempt. No one is safe from a comedian. That's just, they've been fucking with people for decades. Depending on who's famous now. Michael Jackson, Forrest Whitaker, Magic Johnson, who else? Countless other people that, get fucked with on a regular. So now all of a sudden, it's bothering, it's going too far. Nah. That was just Will Smith being a bitch. And I lost a lot of respect for him. And I'm gonna tag him on this shit, and I hope he hear it. And if he wanna see me, I'll be famous one day, and he can bring it up to me. Hey, remember Roosevelt? You remember you said that shit? Yeah, I remember I said it. Slap me. I want to see you slap me, motherfucker. What a pussy. I lost a lot of respect for Will. And like I said, if it was anyone, I can name 5 other comedians that he wouldn't have done that shit to. He wouldn't have walked on the stage and did that. And it was embarrassing because it was, a lot of people watch the Oscars. I don't watch that shit. But a lot of people watch the Oscars all over the world. Like I said, I saw a Japanese clip, and then, when it was talking, you heard the lady in the background. So it was Japanese, Australian. I mean, it's all over the place. So when people see that, what do they see? They don't care what it was about. They see 2 black men going at it. Look at those 2 black men fighting again. That's all they know how to do. They fight each other. He made us all look bad. And Chris Rock was a better man than me. He showed a lot of constraint, because if Will Smith would have hit me in my mouth like that, it would have been a long commercial break. And it would have been too well for Will. That was fucked up. And don't give me that bullshit that he was defending Jada's honor and all that bullshit. Fuck all that. That's bullshit. You want to slap somebody, motherfucker? Slap that motherfucker who was giving your wife a nut. Who was helping your wife get a nut about a year ago. Slap him. That's who you should be slapping. The motherfucker who was helping your wife get a nut about a year ago. Punk motherfucker. You slapping the wrong person. And I know a lot of you saying, "Oh, Roosevelt, you don't even know them." No, I don't know them. And, I don't want to know those crazy motherfuckers. The whole family crazy. Jada's crazy as hell. Will's crazy as hell. Jaden crazy as hell. The girl, what's her name? Pebble or Sky or Grass, whatever the fuck her name is. They all crazy as fuck. So I don't want to know those crazy motherfuckers. And this should teach us a lesson to stop putting these motherfuckers on such a high pedestal, like they're gods or some shit. And that's another thing. If it would have been anyone else, me or one of my friends or one of you motherfuckers who listening to this podcast would have slapped somebody in their mouth, you'd have been calling a Bill's bondsman. You've been getting out of jail, But the elite, they can, it's a different justice system, slap somebody, punch them, whatever. Because everything's cool, And I'll tell you another thing. I'm going to say this too, because I don't give a fuck. I'm going to give a certain angle to another, I just want you to think about it. This is why it's so fucked up. But, I know a lot of you going to not like this angle that I'm going to put forward, but I don't give a fuck. Got to say it. If that would have been anyone else besides Chris Rock, for example, if that would have been Ben Stiller or Seinfeld or Jimmy Kimmel, do you believe that Will would have gone on the stage and slapped him? Slapped any of those guys? I'm just asking a question. If those guys, if that comedian was white, because Jimmy Kimmel, one of the white comedians, Jimmy Kimmel, Ben Stiller, Seinfeld, do you believe that Will Smith would have gone on stage and slapped them? The ultimate disrespect that someone can do to a man, slap them like a bitch. Then he walked away, is an ultimate disrespect. There's no way he would have gotten away with that with me. No way. And any, I I guess, Chris Rock was trying to keep his composure, but I really don't see Chris Rock as being a brawler either. And Will Smith don't either. That's why he did that dumb shit, that weak shit. So, I want you to answer the question. Do you believe that if Ben Stiller made that joke, or Seinfeld would have made that joke, or Jimmy Kimmel, do you actually believe that Will Smith would have gone on stage and slapped one of those white guys? I'll answer the question for you. Fuck no. He wouldn't have done that because he know his career would have been over and they would have crucified his ass. All those hypocritical motherfuckers from the Oscars, we don't condone the violence. We don't condone violence within the Academy. And they let the motherfucker come up and accept his award, talk, long as he wanted to talk, and everything's okay at parties and shit. Everything's hunky-dory. It's a hypocritical bullshit. And, they said that, well, we didn't have time to get ready. We was trying to get ready. We didn't know what to do. It was unprecedented. We didn't know what to do. Hypocritical bullshit. They let that motherfucker accept the award and talk all that bullshit that he was saying like nothing happened. And then I look at all these movie stars, everybody was going up to Will Smith like, is he all right? What the fuck? Anyway, so what do you think? Do you think if it had been a white comedian, do you think Will Smith would have been on that stage? Fuck no. Fuck no. Because he know his career would have been over. And it would have been a true outrage in Hollywood by all those punk ass motherfuckers. I'm talking about the actors and actresses. All those fake ass people. It would have been funny then, Oh, it would have been amusing then. It wouldn't have been a joke then. I don't think as many people would have been with Will then defending his wife. Oh, no. He hit Ben Stiller? What? I dare him. He hit Seinfeld? What is the matter with him? They would have been calling for his head. They would have been calling for his head. And you guys, you know this. You know I'm not talking shit. You know this. I know a lot of you saying, Roosevelt doesn't know. That's not true. You shouldn't. It doesn't make a difference. Yes, it does. If you don't believe it makes a difference, then you're naive. Will Smith knew that. That's why if that comedian was white, Will Smith would have taken his punk ass on the stage and slapped a white comedian. He wouldn't have done that. No way. No way. Because his career would have been over and they would have crucified his ass. He would have been done. But he'll slap a black man. A black man that won't fight back. He knew he wouldn't fight back. Chris Rock not going to fight back. So that shows that Will Smith is a coward. A coward bitch. That's what he is. I lost a lot of respect for him. I don't like bullies. I really do not like bullies. And Will Smith is a bully. So, I hope he hears this. I hope he come to Florida and find me. I'd be more than happy to talk to him about it. Just leave your bodyguards at the house. Come by yourself. I'd be more than, well, you can bring Jazz. I know his punk ass can't fight. But, I'd be more than happy to talk to your punk ass. Hit a real man, motherfucker. Slap me. I hate bullies. And I hate the way society is reacting to this. That shit wasn't about him defending honor and all that bullshit that people talking, and I'm not saying that, if it was me, no, I wouldn't have done the joke, but that's me. Chris Rock plays at a different tune. Other comedians play at a different tune. Some comedians would have done it. Some comedians wouldn't have. Different comedians, different strokes, different folk. But that's not anything to go and slap someone on a stage. It's not. Should have pulled him in the back. Say, Chris, man, that was fucked up what you said. And I don't appreciate that shit. And I'm sure Chris would have said, all right, man, I'm sorry, I apologize. That's what he should have did. You don't slap nobody on national television. A father, a fellow brother. You don't slap nobody on TV, motherfucker. That's what I mean. These motherfuckers think they are gods. They can do anything and get away with it. And he did. I guess they're right. They are correct. Because that's what's happening. He's gotten away with it. Nothing's going to happen to him. Will Smith is he's a class A actor. Top box drawer. Now, if he was a class C or D actor, they would blackball his ass tomorrow. But he's a top box draw off, actor. Will Smith's not going anywhere. They're not going to take his Oscar back. They're not going to do none of that shit. They're not going to throw him out of the Academy. Nothing's going to happen. He's going to get away with it. Chris Rock not going to, he's not going to press charges, because Chris Rock not he's not, he's not a bitch. He's not going to press charges. So nothing's going to happen to that motherfucker. So what does that say about society as a whole? What does that say about the Academy? They don't condone violence within the Academy. Really? It looks like you do. You just gave that motherfucker an award and you still let him speak in front of everyone like shit happened. So it looks like to me like you really condone violence. Or is it that it depends on who it is? Oh, okay. I get it now. Bunch of fake motherfuckers, man. Fake motherfuckers. All those actresses, all those actors, bunch of punk motherfuckers. And that's some of the reason why I don't watch that shit, because I don't want to see those fake ass people, walk on a red carpet like they're fucking gods and goddesses and shit, like they're better than someone. They shit like everyone else. They go to the damn, they eat like everyone else. They're no different than anyone else. So, where are we? A black man, a brother, got disrespected on national television in front of millions all over the world by another brother. That's what really irks me. That hurts. I mean, it hurts that a human would do violence like that. But it hurts deeper that it's two brothers. A brother did it to another brother. That's what hurts, and that's what really angers me. And I'm gonna tell you that I'm not. I had to take me a couple of shots after I saw that shit because it really. I don't know what it is. That really touched me because it's certain things that I don't like. When somebody does to me or someone says, I'm not going to tell you all of them because one day when I do become famous, some of you silly motherfuckers, oh yeah, hey, Roosevelt, then I'm going to jail. But there's certain things that I don't like. That's one of them. Slap me? What? Shit. Slap me? Like I'm a bitch? He disrespected another brother on national television in front of millions all over the world. They saw it in China. They saw it in Japan. They saw it in Australia. They saw it in Jamaica. They saw it in France. They saw it everywhere. Now, we already get a bad rap as blacks, period, black males in particular. We already get a bad rap. They already think all of us are animals. They already think that. No matter what we do, no matter how much education we have, no matter how much money we have, we're still an animal. Still a fucking nigga. And these brothers, this particular Will Smith, gets on stage and do this to another brother. And you know, somewhere around the world, you see, I told you they were animals. They can't get along. All they do is fight each other. All they do is kill each other. They're nothing but animals, nothing but apes. This stupid motherfucker get on national television and he proved the stereotype. He made us look bad. He set us back. That's what angers me. This motherfucker set us back. So ain't no goddamn honor in that. He wasn't taking up for his wife. He was being a bitch ass coward. And he set us back as black men and as a black race. He's a coward motherfucker. Fuck Will Smith. And I hope he hear this. I hope he do. I hope he hear it. If it's 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and he want to talk to me about this, I'd be more than happy to discuss it. But if he slap me in my mouth, it ain't going to turn out too well for him. Trust me on that one. Anyway, that's my take. That's my take on this. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to talk about this shit no more because it gets me angry. And, you know, I'll leave again, Will. If you want to slap somebody, slap that motherfucker who was helping your lady get a nut about a year ago. Think about slapping him. Punk ass motherfucker. All right. That's all I'm going to say. You know, I don't usually get like that. But, you know, I am angry. I really am. That was more than just a fucking idiot slapping someone on stage last night. It was deeper than that. It went deeper. It was generational. Set us back as a people, as brothers. Anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna talk about this shit anymore. I'm not gonna tweet about it anymore. I'm not gonna talk about it on Instagram. This is it, because it really gets me angry. And a lot of you motherfuckers are talking about it enough anyway. So I'm not gonna be in the fray on all this bullshit. But I just had to say that. This is my platform, and every once in a while I do have to vent. So this was it. So hope you enjoyed tonight's show. I will see you on Friday. Just to let you know, I will be talking about sex toys. I was going to talk about that this episode, but this shit happened. So I'm pushing it back to next episode. So on Friday, I'm going to talk about sex toys. So be sure to check in. Be sure to check out any episodes that you may have missed. You can find everything on my website, which is www.xyshow.com. You can find my social media there as well. I'm on Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook, and Instagram. I also have a store. We can buy a shirt. Show everyone that you are a true X and Wire. And check me out on Podbreed Network, a true network that really helps out the indie podcast, getting us out front. So I will say so long until Friday, and I want you always to remember that you cannot have love without X and Y. Later.
You've been listening to The X and Y Show with your host, Roosevelt Colbert, the place where real relationship issues are talked about and addressed. Join us next time. You can now put your clothes back on. Or not.